Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sunday evening and I'm gonna start a simul here on lichess. It was a long day in the car today. 4 hours in the car on my way to and back from close to the Romanian border. Anyways, we've got place for 20 players. Maybe I'll make it 21 because that's lucky. But other than that, that's all we're gonna do. Hi, include 960 in the simul. Gladys Troll. You can accept only mine if you don't want to play more of them. I don't know, how does it work when you do that? I don't want to do that, Troll. No, you know how like anal I am. I just really like to always do things in the same systematic way every time. I'm not making an exception for the simul, but I will play chess 960 on Weird Wednesday. Alright guys, I'm gonna take these players that we get here, starting the simul now. It's 7:01, random color 30-30. It's hard enough to play the simul. I don't need chess 960. Lord Jesus Christ. So I'll take the subscribers and then a few extra players. Okay, Ananas move 11. Parmenides, I never know if he's a subscriber or not. Soltico, is Parmenides a subscriber? Do you even know? Alright, Vodka Drunk is not a subscriber. World Loser is our former moderator. That counts as a subscriber. Alright, we've got Arsenal Fan, Clash Kid. It's a good thing we have so many. I'm sorry if you just go back there. I don't like the way it makes me click the wrong people. It shouldn't move the list. Why doesn't it just keep the list the way it is and like add new people at the bottom? I always click on the wrong people. So guys, 20 player simul. I'm a little bit, it's a long day. I've been up since like 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm not like ready to play 30 players, but I can handle 20 usually. I had a draw today. It's not about it like was a hard game or anything. I just decided not to take any risks. But it's like, I had to travel like 2 hours both ways. Durdash, I'm not a subscriber, I know. But I do include like some of the regulars, so you'll be at the top of the list of regular guys. Although I want to include a few other people, who aren't subscribers or even regulars. So anyway, welcome everyone. International Master IM Paschall. For those of you who aren't here usually, I do a simul every week. Sometimes when I'm more tired or I have a long day, it's only 30-30. Sometimes it's longer, like 40-40. Today's 30-30, 20 players. It lasts about 2.5 hours with this time control, possibly even longer. So please don't like accept and try to play in the tournament unless you could stay for over 2 hours. The regulars deserve to be included over guests, but I do want to get some new people. Alright, not so many subscribers here at the moment. Parmenides, did we get a confirmation about Parmenides is a subscriber? Okay, yeah, he never really like talks too much, which is nothing wrong with that. But then like, the outspoken people I always know if they're subscribers. Anyway, Parmenides, thanks for subscribing. Last time I didn't let Aculian in. I'm gonna let him in. I don't want to diss him 2 weeks in a row. He's kind of a regular. Lord Jesus Christ is a regular. Who else is regulars? Durndach is a regular. Tamali Tushar is a subscriber. Vodka Drunk is becoming a regular. Alright, we got 13, so we got plenty of places left. Aura Knight, a few other people who I recognize, and then I'll take some new players. Vodka Drunk, and then SXPG. Now I'll take like let's see, 4 players. They have like 100 games or more. And this guy, Chess Guy, have I played you before? I have a score of 1. I'll take Chess Guy. Steingrim, is that a new account? Steingrim is cool, but he's... Alright, we'll take him. Here's a player, 100 games. And what do we got? Hannah. Room for 2 more, basically. 1 more random person, and I want to take leave a place open for any subscribers that I missed or coming late. Vodka Drunk is even more suspicious. He's not suspicious. I don't know. There's something weird about the way he plays, but I can't, say he's suspicious. I always say he's suspicious, but his rating is just like Nefedov. He's just too good for his rating, I guess. Alright, I got room for 2 more players. I'm going to play 21. Let's take this player, Stoker. Or is that just 100 games? He's got barely enough games. Alright, guys. And, am I missing any subscribers? I can't take all you guys. I'm sorry. I can only handle like 20, 21 players, 22 maximum. Kostas doesn't have enough games. I don't like to play people who don't have kind of like put a little time into their account. So last call for subscribers who want to play from the channel. I really appreciate you guys, but anyway, if you're not on time, you're not on time. If you're a subscriber or not. Right, Supreme 5, we played them before. Let's throw them in there. And then I got room left for 1 more. I'll add 22, but this is really pushing it for me to try to do 22 players. Did I miss any subscribers or regulars who are always here? You guys who are really devoted to the stream? I was supposed to only do 20, but I'm making it 22. Did I ever play Timmy 08? I have a feeling I did. Yeah. We played Timmy. Timmy time. Alright, I wish I could just... We used to be able to like randomly choose, but... You don't want to play. Gladys Troll doesn't want to play. Where is he? He doesn't want to play. Oh well. No chess 960. I'm going to take my ball away and go home. Alright. Alright, Troll. Let's add this guy. He's got a lot of games. That's 22 players. Alright, let's go. If I missed you, I'm sorry. If you're a subscriber and you came late, that's your fault. I just have to play, max 22. I'm pushing it. I'm really pushing the limit here with 22 players. I'm pretty slow, and I like to think about my moves. So I typically get into time pressure more than most maestros. Good luck, everyone. Clash Kid. Thanks for playing, guys. Alekine's Defense. Clash Kid does something like Knight C3, I think. Tushar Kamde. Our newest regular, one of our newest regular players here. Alright. Tushar played D4. Do you always play D4? Usually you've played E4, right? I seem like I'm white more against you. So guys, today I was traveling a lot to play in our Hungarian team championship. Something wrong with my camera. What's wrong with my camera? It's a little slow. I mean, it doesn't have like a high frames per second rate, if that's what you mean. Sladgy surprise. Vodka Drunk is 2194. Oh, he went up like 200 points. Yeah, but this is a different time control. This is classical. I mean, you could be 1800 and it's not really consistent, but you could have a very different rating in classical and blitz, I guess. All right. It was a long trip in the car today. I had a draw with my friend Bogdan Dan. He's a very funny guy from Romania. E4. My team tragically didn't win our match. We drew 6-6, which puts us really in a lot of trouble. So the Tal Memorial, I saw someone mentioning that. That's like just the... It's just like Blitz, right? And Rapid. Hyperpotzer, don't go there. Don't start provoking. I'm in a good mood right now. Alright, E4. Ara knight. I'm going to play e5 against him. Knight f3. We played d6 in one game. Call it as it is. So Derndatch. Is it just me or is my camera giving horror movie effects? That's just the way I look when I'm tired. I need a haircut too. But I don't see anything. I mean, I see the, maybe the lighting is different or something. Is there light difference? I don't see any horror movie effects. Do you guys see that? Lithium, what is that? Some kind of Nirvana song? I know what the drug is. Ananas, what are we gonna do with you? The King's Indian, man. Driving me nuts. With that same system. I see someone behind me. Nope. Okay, guys, you're gonna score well today because I'm really had a long car ride. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's play King's Indian. Chess guy. Okay, we do our normal thing. Frame rate loss. Some parts of the board are jumping. Wait, whoa. But I've got no drop frames. And I haven't changed the frame rate. I mean, the frame rate is low. Parts of the board are jumping. Got no drop frames. The frame rate loss is at 480. I haven't changed anything in the settings. I'm looking at the stream myself and I don't see anything. Why don't I see it on my end if there's some glitch? My board looks good here. I mean, I don't see anything weird with the camera or the board jumping. Arsenal fan played c4 and g3. Alright, I'll transpose. Arsenal fans playing the English now. Steingrimson. Steingrim for short. Okay, let's try something unusual. It looks like ESPN back. I don't see anything. Mine looks good, man. And I don't know what you guys are watching, but I'm watching Twitch myself right now, and it looks like totally okay for me. Yeah, I knew you'd do that, Clash Kid. Okay, let's play the frickin' Vienna game. If you switch to 1080, it's fine. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I must be on 1080. Looks good here. Sitting in the car for 2 hours does wonderful things to your neck. Actually, it was a minivan. G6. Supreme 5. Another fianchetto variation. Okay, I've got many defenses to the English opening. This is just one of my mere arsenal. One mere portion. So move 11 is gone with the e6. Close Sicilian. Lots of openings I hate today. Knight c3 against the Alekhines defense. The closed Sicilian. Jakub could transpose to symmetrical English. 2-sharp plays g3, another move I'm not really a big fan of. As far as playing against it, that is. c5, d5, b5 is a weird line. I never Never considered that. Nefedov played this, and I don't know what I was thinking against Nefedov. I've been joking about playing the Sveshnikov. Nefedov, you don't get bored of playing the same thing? Too sharp play Catalan. Alright. Arsenal fan. Playing the English. That's a new one. Steingren played bishop f4. My big fear there is bishop g5. I don't know how good it is, but I think that's probably the best move. So I don't know, what am I thinking here, by the way? What am I thinking with this move order? This is my game with Kovalenko. He did knight f3, g6, and then, okay, c4, c5. There's nothing I can do. I have to do like g3. Hot tamale. Got bored of playing e4. Good for you, man. Trying to play more than one thing. The great Paul Kiris. Aliekin. Actually, so many good players play both. Alright. Bram Stoker. I don't know. This is an unusual order of moves there. Good to experiment, though, Tushar. Especially, this is the place. This isn't a tournament. I mean, experiment like while you're playing online. Alright, Lord Jesus. Aculian playing d5, the so-called Rubinstein variation. Well, it's not really, though. It's, I guess it's not the Rubinstein, is it? Unless I play, like, g3. Isn't that the way it works? Okay, 22 boards. Feel free to lose quickly. Clash Kid playing the Vienna game, you know, is that like a national thing or? C3 Sicilian, what am I saying? Closed Sicilian. Early bishop g2, yeah, that's all standard. Okay, Arsenal fan makes like what I consider to be an inaccuracy with knight to c3 here. I played d4 myself. The other good move is knight f3, but I think that knight c3 might be a natural but mistaken move. A natural but mistaken. Aculian. I haven't played the semi-Tarash in ages. Supreme 5 with another g3 King's Indian. What are we going to do with you guys? What is for what to learn? It's not a FIDE tournament, right? Tamale playing f4, transposing to a Grand Prix attack. And now bishop f4 for more loser, joining the London system bandwagon. Alright, I like the g6. It feels safer to me. We've got multiple London systems. Grunfeld reversed. Did I win my game in the league? No, it was a draw. It's a close friend of mine, Romanian IM Bogdan Dan, who's a real character. I really thought our team was going to take the match down. You know, I mean, one of my teammates, an old IM, Petron Pal, he like kind of made me feel bad after the match. He was like, why didn't you know, try to win? But I really thought, like, A, I'm black, B, like, my opponent is a good friend of mine, and C, like, our team is like a favorite on paper. So I really, you know, I don't like to take chances anyway, but I didn't really want to take any risks, you know, when you know, we might be like winning the match like without doing anything special. But after the fact, you know, you're always second guessing yourself. We draw the match like 6-6, but we were better on paper. So I thought, you know, it's okay to draw with black against an equal player. But after the fact, you know, you start second guessing yourself. I've had a lot of draws though. I mean, I have too many draws, but this game I don't have a problem with. Some of my other draws, I drew with white a couple times against weak players. That's the problem. But drawing with black, I mean, against a good IM or a solid IM, it's really not an issue. Some of my other games, probably we should draw. draw some attention to. But this particular one, I really, you know, I don't feel bad about. If it was a like a match, if team, you know, sorry, if the matches were like, you know, board points, but it's like match points, so it doesn't matter how much you win the match by. I mean, you just have to win every match. This is gonna like be similar to my game from today, except I was black. The other thing, I ended up playing something I don't know, which is usually a good idea. A3. Very solid line of the semi-Tarash here against Teculian, which I haven't looked at in 20 years. Now RNA played bishop c4. Now, we had this once before. No, this is a different game. Okay. Well, alright. The modern is best for black against the London. I mean, I think that e6 and g6 are equally good, but somehow the king side seems a little safer after g6. So I like to play that a little bit more. But I mean, you know, you have to be able to transpose to, you know, the trickiest thing is, say, white knight f3 with the ability to play c4 as well. If you do like d4, knight f6, and white plays knight f3, this is playing bishop f4 on move 2. It's a little bit weird for me, actually. You know, why should white do that? You know, you can keep it like a secret one more move longer. I don't know why it's so important to play bishop f4 on move 2. That seems inaccurate, or at least less flexible. So let's see. Nefedov, I was running out of things to play against Nefedov. b3, supreme 5. I like the fact that Kramnik played that. I played it myself once. I've been kind of frustrated by this line myself with black, so yeah, it seems reasonable. c4. Keep move 11 in. We'll keep move 11 in the Catalan area. Okay, my game was different with Bogdan Dan. He played a3. It was a symmetrical English, and I played a5 early. Here, Derndatch has a lot more options. He's not committed to playing like a. If a3 and a5 is in, the position is quite different, actually. But if I play a3 here, he could possibly play d5. No, maybe not. Yeah, I guess that loses a pawn. Kleshkit said I might have already blundered. You know nothing about the opening. But you're from Vienna. Stoker 2-4 playing this Rouser variation or whatever it's called. I get a lot of that. People who don't know the line just seem to play bishop b5 naturally in that Richter. Well, it's not actually a Richter Rouser. Now, is d5 a threat? I don't think it's really a threat. d5 bishop b4 against Lord Jesus Christ. Here, d3, the quiet game. Okay, chess guy, I should have something with that b6. That looks slow. And Tamale is following like this line that we've had more than anything here on the stream. Probably my single most common opening. The f4 Grand Prix attack. Stoker playing the Rouser with bishop b5. Okay, Vodka Drunk, another London system. I was pointing out earlier how it's funny how with white pieces Vodka Drunk plays the Kali system, but with black he puts his bishop outside the pawn chain. I thought it's kind of inconsistent somehow. Like, why are you playing like more aggressively with black than you do with white? I guess you just get used to one thing and you just keep doing it. Okay, move 11. He tends to know openings pretty well. I don't really feel like... What should I do here? If I play D4, he's going to know his Catalan. If I play B3, he has C5. That's like a mainline Reti. B3, C5, E3. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Watch the Oscar nomination today. I am not watching any Oscar nominations. I'm going to sleep after the stream. Castles. Steingrim played C3 a little early. Now, are you threatening D5? Are you threatening me? Even now, he's not really threatening D5, right? If I played C5, though, D5 would become a good move. So there just isn't really... There aren't really very many options. Yeah, a lot of people played the London before it was cool. When it was really not cool, you know? That's saying something. Okay, Clash Kid took on D5. Now, that's not supposed to be the right move. E4 is you know, what's that called? The Falk beer. Transposing to the Falk beer with Knight C3. Let's do it. Let's make him play the white side of the King's Gambit. Like a slightly inferior variation, which I stumbled into a couple times myself. Now, classic Nefedov A3. Solid, but not really dynamic. If I play D6, Knight B5, I just go Queen B8. I think the D6 is a solid move, but then white can get really aggressive with G4. But would that make sense with A3 and then to go G4? That's like the game I had with Edward Gufeld, except Gufeld had a better version. Alright, Arsenal fan. Now I have to take, if I'm going to call this into question. Okay, this variation was what I should have played last week. I lost this game to Andras Mezaros with Queen D7. I'm never going to play that again. I used to play it all the time, and then I realized it's not good, but I played this old IM, and I was like, oh, well, I can play whatever I want against him, you know, it doesn't matter. And then he played like God. After Queen D7, he played like the best line, and then played well after that. This is a weird variation. Derndatch transposes to my game from today. This is where I offer to draw. Something like this position. No, I had already played D6. We had a couple more moves in. A5, 91. Why is this different? Supreme doesn't care about A4. You can try to grab it if I go A4. But I wonder, A4 takes, Queen A5, Knight C3, Queen B4, and I grab the pawn. No, he has Queen B4, he has Queen B3 there. Not so easy. Can he seriously take that pawn and hold on to it? Too much to think about. Alright, whatever. I've played this position before. I'm losing a tempo there, but it's still not so bad. Okay, Queen B6. What is up here with Stoker? He's trying to blow me away. He's got a pretty new account. He's 1400 in classical. But I'm a little bit worried about this. Not sure what's going on here. Queen B6, bishop takes C6. If H6, bishop H4, then G5. Okay, I have no idea what the deal is with this. h6, bishop h4, knight takes e4. Knight takes e4, bishop takes h4, knight takes d6, check, king f8. Queen b6, bishop takes c6, b takes c6, e5, and my head hurts. That looks good for white. I guess I should just castle or something. This looks good for white. Why is this so good for white? You just do whatever you want? He's like 1400. Alright. So knight h3 from SXPG. I don't think I've ever seen in this exact position. I used to actually recommend that to one of my students 20 years ago. Well, not my students, but this kid that was he was on the team, the high school team that I coached. He started to play knight h3. It's an interesting setup. Probably not so bad for white. Okay, here we take on c5. We then take on d5. The Richter Rouser is just good for white. This is Arsenal fan who doesn't study openings. I'll take it from you. You're the resident opening expert who doesn't like openings. Bishop g2. Alright. Well, it could transpose to a normal bogo if he plays knight f3. But he's cut out some of my options. I like to play b6 oftentimes. Okay, ananas now. Let's try something different to confuse ananas. Confuse myself as well while I'm at it. Okay, what is this stuff? Some weird knight e5 early. I don't know. Maybe I just play c5. Nefedov with aggressive setup f4. This is part and parcel for this opening. And now knight c3. Speaking of aggressive moves. Supreme 5. His 2019 bullet. I beat him. He seems pretty decent though. I'm not really happy I allowed knight c3 here. I guess I play bishop f5. Arsenal fan, what? I repeat the moves he played against me. I'm almost convinced he prepares in advance. What? You're the one that's preparing in advance, not me. Alright. We should think about something aggressive here for black. Okay, I don't know. It's a little weird to do knight f6 actually. I'm having second thoughts about that. What I did against the knight h3 there. Steingrim. Pretty standard opening. Trying to grab a pawn. Oh, Nefedov with queen f3. I mean, if you had played a3, I would think like this is a really promising aggressive line, but how can you do a3 and then like ever really have anything? Okay, now knight e5, putting pressure on my d5 pawn. So if I go knight d7, I'm losing a pawn. This looks a little unpleasant for me, actually. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do. But do I lose a pawn there? No, like knight d7, pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. But that looks kind of ugly. Actually looks very ugly. And he has e4 with a good game. Knight e4, knight takes e4, pawn takes e4, and then g4. Knight e4, knight takes, bishop takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes, and then my pawn is just weak. I don't like the look of this. Like he played perfectly. Knight c3 and then knight e5. I don't like the look of this at all. Alright. So here, Soltigo did what? Getting weird with the b3. Okay, Tushar. I have encountered this kind of move a few times. I never really, thought that a3... I'm criticizing a3 a lot, but, it's not really a developing move. I guess it's solid enough. I've had some game like that long ago. Now knight d2 from World Loser. Trying to play e4. It's okay. If you want to play e4, it's like really kind of weird. What's up with this position? I guess I need to play d6. A standard London system. Okay, this is a normal game. My move order in my game today was different. Jakub Szymanski, he made this move that somebody did this against me in a blitz game, but it allows bishop d3. I don't know if this is like an intentional sacrifice. I mean, it looks like a blunder on the surface, but maybe white gets some kind of compensation if I take the pawn. But on the other hand, like, I don't really see another option. Okay, we just want a pawn. Perhaps white has some sort of compensation. I don't know, what happened if white had played d4 in that Joko piano? I was thinking, okay, bishop takes f3. That looks like a good game for white. Bishop takes f3, bishop f5, e4, bishop e6. Why did I think that pawn takes is better, though? I feel like pawn takes is better. Right. And this is like a normal position that I was trying to get today, but I couldn't because the move order was like messed up, and I played, I don't know. I couldn't get this position today. It's basically what I wanted to get today. Okay, rook b1, I'm threatening b4. Rook b1 we transpose to like me versus Kaidanov, or it's Kaidanov versus me. No, that's impossible. Yeah, that'd be me versus Kaidanov. Yeah, I lost with white. I mean, 93 is possible too. Yeah, I lost with white against Kadanov somehow in the Botvinnik English. Played really bad. Somehow lost to that 2600 guy. Let's just double your pawns. Right? This is some kind of computer like gambit. Now what? Queen b3 kind of gains a tempo. Sort of. Is that even a good move? Maybe I made a bad move with that queen b3. I'm not really sure. Looks like one of my teammates' games from today there. Arsenal with queen a4. So this, I think this is standard stuff. The h6, bishop h4. After a long think, there really is no other move. Now, can I do g5, sacking a pawn? I don't really see how it works. Does it work? Maybe I could do g5, but then there's like this return sacrifice with g6. That would be really bad for me. But maybe not. But who knows? Too complicated. Snooker's also using no time. They're probably gonna like bust me. 1400. No inaccuracies. Looks very dangerous for black, actually. g5 takes knight h7. What am I supposed to play? Or what? Then g6 or rook takes f7 or queen h5 and all these winning moves. I can't do that. I'm not even sure black's position is really okay here. I have my doubts about it. So a4. What's up with that business? Okay, it took Akulian a long time. Where is the time anyway? He hasn't even played e6. This isn't really a semi-Taraj. He hasn't actually played e6. What is this? What am I doing? Can't very well play g6. I don't know what this is. This is a homemade Jakub Szymanski. Homemade pawn sacrifice. Novelty as far as I know. Although it did occur in one previous blitz game of mine. I'm not really sure I like this for black. Looks kind of dangerous. It looks like he's going to have compensation in all sorts of directions. Standard stuff. Some of these boards. This we played a million times. This is something new. Soltigo recapturing in an interesting way. Okay, yeah, knight takes d5, pawn takes c5. Well, I'll just take with the pawn then. Knight takes d4. Now that is probably a good move as well. I was expecting pawn takes, of course. But this looks equally dangerous. This looks unsafe for black. He's like 1900 in correspondence, 1500 blitz, 1700 rapid. Alright, it looks bad for black already. d5. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I even consider this move. Knight takes d4. Looks stupid, but it might actually be good. Maybe I have a move. Like what, though? Okay, queen d7. I guess I can play queen d7. Tushar exchanging pawns on e5 looks wrong. That's good. Keep it up. Only bad moves, please. What are we gonna do next? Gotta get my king side developed. And now this is a normal Falk beer, which not like I play black very often, but okay, Herculean transposes to a normal line. Yeah, I don't have any classical, one classical game only. What are we supposed to do here? BG4. Truly consistent F5 here by white. But you know what? I didn't castle yet. Maybe I just won't. Maybe I just won't. E3, thanks everyone for playing though. No matter what happens, no matter how bad you beat me, I want to thank you guys for playing and hanging out and just taking part. Alright. So, looks like a normal... This looks like a normal Reti, but he hasn't played C5. That's supposed to be played. So it's not really a usual Reti till he does that. He's keeping like other options on board. Alright, I'm wasting too much time. Let's try something good. E3 is probably not right here. Well, it may not be that bad. Just D4 transposes some kind of Catalan. It feels like a slow variation though. D3 may be good. Maybe that's my best move. D3. I don't know. It's not super aggressive, but it's solid. Okay, Ananas. I don't know what this is. Some weird thing I did with Bishop G4. Vodka drunk now. Hopefully he's drunk. G6, no. So our knight is doing some sort of weird, some kind of weird Caruana thing with like an A4 and knight A3. I don't really, I never really got it, you know, what that does. But I'm far from an expert in E4, E5 openings with black especially. So what are we supposed to do here? Knight E7 and transfer? Kind of hard to argue with that. Yeah, Rook B8. Okay. Tamale with Bishop E3. That's a new move. I've played this position a whole bunch of times already. Nobody has ventured Bishop E3 yet. Derndash played 97. There was a game like Tiger and Petrosian against Moisenko, where Moisenko did like knight C7. And Petrosian just like ripped the knight on C6. Outplayed him brilliantly after that, but this is the normal position. Kaidanov against me. No, it's me versus Kaidanov. I never played this with black until today. But I didn't do that against Kadnab. I did something different. I don't think I played knight e3 against him. Looks like normal moves. I don't know. What else am I supposed to do here? Like bishop d2? Some knight c4 and queen b3? Knight e4. I don't really know this line too deeply. Would be good to play the right move here, probably. Bishop d2. I don't know. I'm just gonna revert to my accelerated dragon instincts. Now where to put the bishop? I think it's going home. ET, go home. So bishop d2. I had this position with white once, I think. We can play e3. Black just plays for the initiative. Is that right? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Fortunately, chess guy played queen takes e3, but I kind of thought he should play knight to d4 there and keep the game more complicated. Okay, Akulian played queen a5. That is definitely not a standard move, but it may not be bad. Looks bad. Can I just play like b4? It's a stupid question. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer, as they say. b4, knight takes b4, nice trick. Bishop d2, the laugh's on you. Is that how this works? He thinks he has a trick, but I have the bigger trick, like with bishop d2. I believe so. I mean, queen a5 is not normal. You know, you're supposed to do something else there. Knight takes bishop d2. This bud is for you. That rhymes too. Yeah, kind of hard to argue with that. Alright, Ananas now. I'd really prefer to fianchetto. Fianchetto. The hanging pawns. Stoker took on c6. I'm so not down with that bishop on d7. It's happened to me so many times, Stoker. Bishop takes c6, e5 is impossible. That's important. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, there's got to be some problem with going bishop g4. Literally went through my mind. Still wouldn't surprise me if I have something here. This knight takes e5 is a real problem. Well, can he afford to lose? How much time in development? Knight c6. Just have to sack a pawn. Pawn grabber. Knight b5. Whoa. I mean, I have bishop check. Bishop check, king f1. Is that what you're gonna do? Bishop check, king f1. Then what? Bishop back to e7, bishop takes c6, b takes c6, knight takes d4. Yeah, alright. I like it. It's kind of fun. Speculations. Okay, Soltigo just played f4. We're up a pawn here. A little behind the development, I guess. chess guy. He has more time than he started with. Obviously here for the long time control. Alright, gotta be thoughtful. We've got to be thoughtful about this. Not so easy. Easier said than done. Knight e5. Does have some compensation. Okay, Ananas, what's up, man? I want to get my pawn back. That's kind of important. This is a very standard position against Steingrim. Grabber of pawns. No respect. Grabber of pawns. We should have some compensation, but I really didn't want to have to sacrifice material. Okay. So queen a4, knight takes d4, queen takes c4, knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, queen takes a4. We're just sacking everything. Alright, now we're just starting bishop takes c6, b takes c6, queen takes b4, castles, bishop takes, b takes, queen takes, pawn takes, queen takes. But he has no development, but he does achieve a lot of exchanges there. I don't have to do that. I could play bishop c5. Seems weird though. What was I talking about? Bishop e7. Alright. But bishop e7, bishop f4, knight d5. Huh. That's not good. So bishop f4 is going to seriously be good for white here. Bishop f4. Sorry guys, I can't really commentate too much with the time control where it's at. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes. That's kind of funny. Crazy and funny. So what should I play here? I was going to play bishop e7, but he does this crazy bishop f4. I don't even know that it's even good. He's got no development. Bishop c7. That's a very advanced positional maneuver. Solid. Am I supposed to take here? His rook is on e1. I think chess guy makes a mistake by trading his powerful bishop there. This is I'm not sure about this. He's sort of threatening e4. What am I gonna do about that? I like have to play queen b3, but queen b3 is a blunder. A blender. I'm a blender. Bishop e3, f4. Bishop e3, b6. I don't like this position against Derndach. Stoker. f5. Gotta get castled before it's too late. Or Jesus Christ, trading queens. I should be at least equal here. Take the pawn and run. Run as fast as you can. Better run. You better run. I feel like my queen is on the wrong square. Did your game get dropped? Parmenides, I don't know. I haven't seen your game. We have no wins, though. We have a win. Maybe we won by forfeit against you. Is that possible? So quickly. I feel like I have any threats here. Nefedov castled queenside. Wow. He's going absolutely berserk. Oh my god. I don't know what is going on there. That's way out of his normal, way out of the normal Nefedov orbit. He doesn't play like that sharply in most cases. So our knight took with the rook on e3. I mean, pawn takes is always possible. I thought maybe with the, you know, with the rook on e1, he might not want to take with the pawn. I've got to play a little faster. What's wrong with knight f4? So Jakub, okay, there's two things going on here. I'm threatening knight c4, but he has this counter threat. More than two things going on. I've got rook c8 too. There's more than two things. Rook c8, guarding c7 in advance. That's a weird one. Feels almost risky though. I mean, I can simply play knight c6 and like be up a pawn here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Usually my policy. All right, another game kind of similar to the Ananas game, obviously. Queen d2. It looks like Tamale wants to try to just crush me quickly. Doesn't really have any direct attack there. Now Supreme played d5. He's playing fast. I mean, white has good control of the center here. It's kind of an irrational position. f5, bishop takes g7, f takes e, bishop takes f8, pawn takes d3. Am I winning material there? Yeah, but it's not so simple. He can just retreat his bishop on f3. That's f5. That's really stupid. And other fun stuff. But I could easily get into really big trouble here. I mean, I really just need to develop my pieces. How do I get my knight out? Okay, as usual, Lord Jesus Christ is like ridiculously solid. Trying to keep the pawn structure wholesome at all times. So, pawn takes would probably liberate that bishop on g2. I feel like that's a mistake. And now we've got like the quintessential Reti. But d4, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, that might be a problem. So I have to go here first. Okay, Arsenal fan, fun game so far. Material is not an object. There is no material. It's not an object. Bishop d7. Wait, I have queen d5. Queen d5, queen takes c6, yeah. That'll be fun. Okay, absolutely standard London system, right out of the can. A4. Full on Kamsky. A d4 takes. I don't feel like passively defending, so we'll just play this. Akulian made some sort of mistake in the semi-Tarash line. Now if b5, queen back to a5, that's funny. Even that's probably better for white, but I'm not sure it's the best. Position looks really good for white now. I like how Stoker's 1400. He seems good for 1400. F3 and well, it's a tempo, I guess. Some of you guys are playing a little too fast. And we go strong point on e5. Obviously Soltiga wants to castle queenside. Let's make it interesting for him. Okay, rook a d1 now from Tamale, which I definitely didn't really expect. I should probably castle here. I mean, enough of leaving my king in the center indefinitely. But then again, knight f5 is a good move, I think. Stoker's only slightly better. We're gonna have to castle kingside here. So no like direct win against Akulian, but he's in an unpleasant situation where it's hard to develop his kingside now. But what's next on the agenda? Not so easy to say, really. He could even play queen f4. Knight takes, keeping the pawn structure good. Okay, I'm not sure about this endgame against Lord Jesus Christ. He technically has a better structure. Tushar allowing me to get some compensation in the pawn structure. It's all about pawn structure here today. Here today and gone tomorrow. That's our policy. Alright, needing a little counterplay. We need a little bit of counterplay here. What happened? C5, locking it up. What's the plan? What's the plan, boys? E5. Hard to execute. It's very hard to execute. Meanwhile, okay, the standard and quintessential London system. Wow, Kulian played b5. Looks almost insane. Stress being on the almost. Asking for trouble on the C file. But you don't have anything, you don't have anything. What can you do? Really don't know what to do. Okay, Clash Kid obviously worried about his happy position there. And another materialist goes for another pawn. Materialists. Okay, I can play bishop c5. Was not my plan. And it looks very awkward. He can pile up on the pawn, then pin me. There's a lot of P words in that sentence. What if I play d3? Man, so greedy. Seems like I should have something here. Just in raw activity. But Parmenides, your game doesn't come up. I think you're in the simul, man, but your time was running. You know, now I know you're in. Okay, d3. Move 11 with queen b8. It's a kind of eccentric move. Queen c7 looks pretty normal. Eccentricus. Supreme 5 just going nuts here with knight to c5. I'm not greedy. I don't want your exchange. My first problem is my self-preservation instinct. Okay, what are we doing here? Now, luckily against Tushar, I think I'm okay now. I was definitely concerned, but now with the double pawns, black's position is okay. We might actually be better against our knight. His piece is hopelessly bottled up behind his own pawn. Let's see if he can bring down more pressure on my e5. Not so easy, actually, for me. How's he going to put more pressure on b5? I mean e5. Okay, knight h5 is kind of weird. Maybe there's something to this. Soltico with the pawn stop. Yeah, now you'll think twice about castling queenside. For the first time against Stucker, I feel like my position has some kind of promise. Still not real excited about it. We got to get some play. Now Nefedov castled queenside. This is very sharp. Maybe we should try to stop his advancing on the king side, or slow it down. B4 looks like a natural move though. Not developing any pieces. Okay, what's next here? Developing new pieces. Can't get my B knight out. Bishop takes c3, queen takes d5. Maybe I should just take on d5. He's like he's like catching up in development though. What am I gonna do? I have to do something. I don't know. Just running out of time. Slowly, not quickly. Knight c2, driving him back there. That way his knight can't go to c4 and hit my e5 pawn again. So we're sitting okay here. I like black. I like black in this position. But what to do next? Well, Tamale going crazy. Who care about anything? Just this file, B4, 82. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. This is a pretty crazy position. Alright, so Parmenides and I are just in the opening. The other guy played e3 against me, Parmenides Novelty. TN, the other guy. Wait. No, c6. Weakening my queen side. What do we like here? I really don't know what to do. Yeah, Arsenal, I thought I had a move for that. Oh yeah, queen takes d4. We have a move for that. Wow, e4. But I can take on c5. b6 is pretty normal. Stoker's like 1400, but he's slightly better. Still, he's slightly better. This Nimzovician kind of blockade. Maybe we're active enough that we're okay here. He takes d5. Watch out for tactics. Wow. e4. No, f4. That would be f4. I don't care. I'm up a pawn. I'm up a pawn. Whatever. I'm out of here. Our knight just takes on e5, which seems strange. To ruin his own pawn structure like that. And against Ananas, now I have e5. He just let me do e5. I think he had to do f4. Or should have done f4. Okay, it's still not that bad for him. It's not like he's losing the game, I mean. But it seems like he should stop me from freeing myself, given the opportunity. Now, this move was definitely not on the agenda. He lost a pawn, and he's just like totally indifferent. That's not important. Indifferent to losing a pawn. Okay, bishop takes, knight back to d2. I really don't know what else to do. The e4. And now for my next trick, it's like a Peart's defense. I don't want to end up with a bad pawn structure, so I was thinking maybe queen b5. My king just needs one more move to get out of the center, but he's starting d takes c5. I don't want to give up my bishops. I don't want to take on e3 yet. But come to think of it, this is a weird game. Okay, I guess I can play queen b5. It's like a crazy Peart's defense. Okay, next trick. Is this pawn important? I think so. This is an important pawn, right? Pawn A. Knight e4 is losing important pawn. Bishop c5 is losing important pawn. But I have to do something. Rook d8. I mean, rook d8, he's just going like maybe bishop e3 or something. I might even have a6 sometimes, but I just drop the pawn with tempo. Knight d4 and rook takes d3. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned about this. What am I doing here? Just losing this pawn? Man of the material. Damn, that's materialistic. Ought to have something. Classic London system. To go home. Okay, this game is SXPG likes when it's like mutual time pressure. But I think I can take which way do I take? Hard to call. Alright, now I have knight g4, but he has some trick. Well, I am losing time. But I gotta do something. Time is ticking away. I guess I thought this was good for me. I don't know why. Supreme plays ultra fast. Oh, I forgot. Is he the guy who likes to play super fast? Why would you want to play my simuls when I'm slow? Okay, pawn takes pawn, bishop takes. I mean, should I take? Why should I take, actually? If it's take with the bishop, I guess I can prepare it with something like this. Hey, World Loser used all of his time on like move 3. Just thought I should have something here. I don't know why. Some kind of counterplay. So I'm just full of it. H3 and bishop f4 92 against the Pierts. Alright, now what? Nothing special. He still can't develop his king side. But I don't have a way to make progress. I'm going to have to move my queen. He has to move his queen. The h5. Is that even a good move? I'm not sure. So I played pawn takes f5 and SXPG, just ignored it with bishop g5. Okay. It's kind of weird. Guess we'll take another pawn. Now what? Queen f1. Okay. Sort of defending h3 in some weird way. Right. Okay, well at least this way I have some sort of compensation. Queen a2. Not sure if that's a knight a2. I don't know if that's a mistake. It's not good for his knight, though. That's true. Definitely not good for the knight. I think he's still probably better here. Well, maybe it's not that easy because I have queen c5 check. Okay. Wow, the ultra subtle rook d8. Which rook am I supposed to use here? And now what? Protected pass pawn? Oh yeah, I'm glad to get rid of that bishop pair. It looks pretty nasty, actually. I was thinking defense. Always thinking about defense. Vodka drunk with the... You see what I mean by vodka drunk, though? I mean, he's usually playing fast. This bishop a5 thing is totally... Where does he come up with this stuff? Rook e8. Watch the back rank, I know. Wow, knight g3. That was not what I expected. Bishop takes f3. Rook takes f3. I hate giving up my bishop, though. I should probably just take on g3. Should I take his bishop? That's also possible. This bishop doesn't seem very valuable here. What happened? Knight f3? Is that really his best move? Wow. But he is up a pawn. You gotta give the guy credit for that. Now the knight has found its square, its natural square. Bishop c6, right? Wait, what am I doing? The solid structure. Just going for the dark squares. Journey to the center of the earth. Yeah, he wants to play knight e4. But I have knight takes d5. which is also nasty. 94, 93, Queen C1. Yeah, I don't have to do 93, it's just an option. Yeah, alright. At least we have compensation. Sure. I don't know. I'm glad to get rid of that guy. So, Arsenal fan, I have Queen D5 here, saving my rook. I also have Bishop H3 check. Maybe that's just a little bit better. So Vodka Drunk induces the ultra subtle idea of allowing b4, e4, pawn takes, knight takes, b4, knight takes, e4 takes, bishop takes, b4, bishop takes f3. He really wins a pawn there. Hopefully that extra pawn doesn't mean too much. Okay, now black has weakened the e6. Not so easy to take advantage of. We got to try something. Peirzian. It's totally Peirzian in nature. Arsenal fan trying for his record-breaking swindle scandal. This would be a big swindle if he pulls this off. Ananas offered a draw here. I feel like I'm a little bit better, but I am low on time. Realistically, maybe he has to go or something. Anyway, I have to go. Alright, I have to go. So, going for dark squares here. Dark square control. That's the theme. I get my pieces in. Okay, Ananas. I have rook takes e3. No whammies. No back ranks. Ananas, I'll give you a draw there. King h1. Is my queen trapped? No. That's the important thing. Alright. Now Nefedov played bishop d4. Doesn't threaten anything. Except doubling pawns. I guess he's kind of threatening e5, huh? But is he blundering? It's one of those classic Skaveningen tricks. Take queen g3. Then when I have bishop d6, he has queen takes g7. I guess he's threatening e5 in a sense, because I can't take without allowing bishop takes. Quite a weird situation. I like black here. But maybe not. You know, maybe it's not so easy. Alright, time is becoming an issue. Time is money. It's kind of weakening to play b5. It's the right idea, though. Okay, Clash Kid. What was my idea? Again, to play g5 dark squares? Just play for the dark squares. That's what I said. I'm not so sure what the best way to do that is. My rook on b1 doesn't seem to be doing anything. It was easily Arsenal fans' biggest swindle. He attacked my queen and I didn't move it. Oh my god. I dropped a queen? Okay, I was like joking about his biggest swindle and I just dropped the queen. While I was joking about it, that's pretty extreme. Now what am I down? Like the exchange or a whole piece? I might have to just resign against Arsenal fan. How much did I just lose? I just lost a lot of material in one move. I just left my queen on prees. That's weird. Alright. We're down the exchange. For nothing. I guess just resign. I mean, his rook is on h1, but that's not enough reason to play on. Okay, that was a bizarre blunder. I knew that my queen was hanging at one point. I think early on in the process. Okay, Arsenal fans, sorry about that. Never resign. That's the idea. Never resign. Your opponent may be tired enough to drop their queen. All right, I'm getting low on time. We lost one. Only one draw, one win. Wow. This queen d4 is a move that I don't think too many people would play, honestly. It's a really kind of bizarre idea. Like in case I drop my queen again or something. Just in case. Oh, white actually gets mated here. Lord Jesus Christ, evening it out with a self-mate. He's like evening out Arsenal fan. What are we doing, guys? Now knight c3, does that win a queen or something? All right. My queen strangely doesn't have any squares here. Not too many squares. I'm striving to move quickly, though. That's the important thing. Vodka Drunk continues to perplex me with ultra subtle play. Yeah, we just had two horrible blunders by me, and I just dropped my queen on prees, and Lord Jesus Christ just lost and got mated in a totally okay position. Okay, what am I doing here with move 11? This is getting more and more kind of irritating because of this tension in the position. I don't really know what to do. He will not release the tension at all. Strange. This Tamale guy, I don't know, he's new. He was asking to play, but he plays very subtly. Now f3 has been played. I thought that wasn't possible. Impossible, but it just happens to be possible. I could take with the bishop. That's hopeless too, is it? Not exactly. It's better to play bishop h1, I guess. Derndatch will probably beat me again. Sorry, I'm tired today. So, the white squares. Bishop e7, ready to develop. Ready for fun. We have knight e4, but he has an answer for that. Yeah, there's e5, but that opens up his diagonal. We're running out of time. That's the other thing. So this is kind of irritating. Alright, maybe do this stupid move. Or loser. He just joined the simul. Very late. Then he plays blitz. I haven't seen this position in like 3 years. Wow. Kind of an awkward situation. Supreme 5 sacked his queen. Okay, that can't be serious. I think he is serious though. Okay, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Now I have bishop d4 against Jakob. Everybody's making some serious blunders. Lakadrunk basically doing nothing, like the Karo Khan. Maybe I should play c4. Now knight e4. Uber solid. And what happened? a4 on the queen side. Okay. So I managed to make this possible, g3, through my own stupidity. I was really hoping he wouldn't get in g3 there. Knight f4. Double threat. I can play bishop g4. Don't know if it's a good move. Rook b8, bishop takes d4, rook takes b7. Take, take. At the very least. What if I play f5? And he has bishop takes f5? No. Bishop takes g7, king takes. I should be winning this. Supreme just a little too fancy with the crazy sacrifice idea. Everyone's sacrificing things. A little too much. Yeah, this bishop c6 was a totally stupid idea. That basically ruined a perfectly good position. I hate myself for this. Bishop c6, I mean, in a way it seemed very logical, but it also seems to have ruined everything. Now what? Mr. Bishop. Rook b8. This is where Stucker traps my queen. He also has like quite a bit of time left. King f7. Totally unexpected move. Wow. Don't I have queen g4 or anything? Nothing, apparently. And it's really disappointing. Apparently I have no tactics of any sort here against the Kulian. Okay, that's got to go. That pawn. Check and take the pawn. Knight b4. Dark square bishop. What did I drop now? Queen d5 has been played. What is white doing exactly? I don't know, it's hard to predict SXPG's moves. Very hard to predict his moves. I can't really ever guess. It's almost as bad as Soltigo. What's happening here? Bishop b3, okay. Wow. Rook d1. e6. a4 was played. Okay. A queen c6. Wow, a4. What a move. Move 11 with d4. The proverbial d4. c3 as anticipated. Maybe my knight could do something here. Okay. I guess I should play e5. That gives him that massive knight, though. Guess not. Guess again. Alright. Time is money. We lost one really grotesque game here. Grow your own. Alright. Queen d7. Did I just double attack something? But Vodka Drunk, he's 2194, yeah. In classical. 1700 in Blitz. He plays like... It's very hard to put a finger on this guy. Figure him out. He's either like playing really well or dropping bishop takes f7 check on the fourth move of some game. Knight f4, I think, is something that we ought to look into. Let's not lose this. This is sort of ridiculous. Okay, what's the material? He has almost enough. That's very strange. All right. The queen is not trapped yet, but it might be next move. No, he's losing a rook. Oh. Stoker played well, and then he finally dropped a rook. Damn. Oh, move 11. Okay, as long as you don't have a queen on a8 waiting for me there. Yeah, Jakob, I surmised that e5 was on its way. He has some sort of compensation. angry knight. Yes, queen g3. I suspected that as well. So e5, so Nefedov is all over me here. All over me like a bad suit. I have knight h5 and knight takes f4. Should probably lose this. Probably. Alright, well that's not on. Otherwise I'm just getting crushed. I don't know what to recommend here. He's offering me a draw now. I mean, it looks like he's like just winning with perfect formation. Okay. I think my last move was probably bad there. I'll take the draw. I think you're just like clearly better. This is weird. Those knights are pretty scary. I have to sack an exchange somewhere. Move 11 with the in-between move. Okay. A4 now. Right? The one move threat. And he took the pawn. This was quite a game we got going on here. I have no idea what to make of this. Should I play like rook e8? Am I better? Am I worse? What's going on around here? Rook e8 looks passive. With move 11 though, what's going on here? With knight b5? Okay, there's also just a simple knight e4, but it doesn't threaten anything, and I'm running out of time. Alright, screwed that. Putting my king on e7 everywhere. I should probably think about it here. Alright, we stole a pawn. What happened? Good D by move 11. Finding bishop c5. I guess it doesn't take a brain surgeon. Still a good move though. This is world loser. All right, what do we got for time? Guys are all playing for time. I love vodka drunk. pawn grabbing. Whoa. All right. You guys don't have to play blitz to try to win on time, you know, you can just like play normal chess. That would be appreciated. What's the move? Rook A5. Queen D7 was played. I think that Soltigo just doesn't castle or something. Like, that's weird. Oh, his queen is just trapped? No. I mean, this draw offer looks kind of bogus. All right. It's like an insane game by Derndatch. But he does have play there. But everybody's like playing blitz. Bishop H3, another secret move. Oh my god. What happened? C takes D4, okay. Oh no. All right. That was a mouse slip. Now we're making mouse slips. That's good. Well, World Loser wins on a mouse slip. This guy, this vodka drunk guy, I don't know, dude. He's pretty good. Sadly, the World Loser game is a shame to lose on a mouse slip. It's been a while since I did something like that. This is amazing defense now. I didn't see bishop d7. Just defends everything. Okay, we're gonna lose on time most of these games. Yeah, this guy's not gonna resign. I don't think. He's got 18 minutes left. Why did I accept him in my simul again? Just plays for time. All right. Rook e7, I guess. King there. Wow. Like everybody's just like blitzing me simultaneously. It's just blitz. Why don't I feel like I'm a pawn up there? Wow, g4, good try. Jacob just keeps coming back no matter what I do. Got the constant blitzing. Yeah, this is crazy. Thought I was winning here, but I guess not. It was just a hallucination. It's like the worst game ever. Just totally winning position and I just give him a piece. Like totally absurd. All right. Was this someone else made a mouse slip? Move 11 seriously did that. Queen d2, there's a check. He didn't want to trade queens. You're like, okay. What am I doing? G3. The SXPG game, he has this ridiculous amount of time. Okay, this is just like familiar. Whatever. Awfully familiar. All right, he wants to play a4. What happened? Rook e2? I don't feel like I had any chance against Derndatch at all. Move 11. I'm not sure, it's just like dropped a piece. He's defending his pawn now. Okay. But just blitzing me out. Rook g3, seriously? Wow. Okay. Okay, move 11 just lost a piece. This guy comes up with this amazing move here. Tamale. Now has an enormous time advantage from that worst position. Man. Everybody's like blitzing me all at the same time. You know. Even if they have like 5 minutes, they move instantly. It's just like they can't resist the temptation of winning on time. Thought I won a piece there. H4 check. Okay, this is offering a draw. Just because I have no time left. I mean, I was totally winning. It's a horrible game. Destroyed by the time control. Alright. Here, I guess we run away. Not sure what to do here. Another game destroyed by the time control. Not so easy. I need to break through. Most of the games, you know, unfortunately, could be better quality. We just didn't have enough time. What happened? He took my guy. What? F takes g6. Alright. Maybe I should take with the bishop. Actually looks safer. Oh, I'm just losing on time. But please don't move instantly. Like if you have time left. Most of the game's just ruined by the time pressure. It just completely went to zero. This is why I don't play bullet chess. Basically. It's like, this guy's offering me a draw here, dude. It's like a joke. I'd rather just lose on time. Like, why would you... Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Move 11. Hanging on. Okay, I guess I should castle at some point. Don't understand. Opponent offered me a draw here. Wow. That one I was afraid I was getting mated. Defended that. Alright, I gotta take. Okay, what's happening here? We have all sorts of space. Oh, it's mate. It's not quite mate. Alright. That's lucky. I don't get it, dude. This draw for... And why do you have 12 minutes left? Like... Alright. G7. Please don't offer me draws in like hopelessly lost positions. It's not really... I'd rather just lose in that case. Yes. What happened? Bishop c4. Excellent move. Steingrim defending really, really well. What happened? No idea. Can't really give him that pawn. Move 11 has to be like one of the most resourceful players. He's also got plenty of time too. He's like been down a piece and he has more time than me. How the heck can he have more time? Damn. defended against that too. Even saw knight f5. Oh my god. Am I lost yet? Knight f6 was played. What? Let's hope that doesn't work. What's happening? It's like the longest ending ever. Alright, Tushar. Another draw? Why did it do that? What's happening? Chess guy has 15 minutes left. What is up with that, dude? I'm gonna lose to 11 from this totally winning position. Just didn't have enough time. He has a defense for everything. It's just lost now. All right. What? Oh my god. What did I do? I just resigned, dude. Whatever. Just time. Can't handle the time. Clash Kid endgame technique again. The space advantage I have here, and I can't win against the guy with 17 minutes left. All right. There's no way anybody should have like 17 minutes left here. At least my knight comes back into the game. Wow, someone actually made a blunder. I thought I'm the only one, you know, who makes blunders. I don't remember anybody dropping a piece. Only one person got mated. Lord Jesus Christ actually got mated. Another excellent move. I'm going to get outplayed in this better endgame and lose. Just because of time. Clash Kid will be the last game again. Dude, that's just dis. I mean, there's no way you should ever offer a draw to someone in this position, chess guy. I don't care if it's like an 800. I wouldn't offer a draw to an 800 player. Yes, rook takes b6. It's a good move, of course. Just in time. We've got to be winning. Winning one time only. Sangram's endgame was quite good. It's sort of similar to an endgame I had today, actually. My team had. Oh man, I'm gonna lose this if I'm not careful. Alright, this is a draw too, man. And what can I do? What did War Loser do? Queen b3. He's played a good game. Constantly keeping me under pressure. Holy shit. There's like no way to make progress there. Against chess guy. I mean, everybody just tries to flag me. No matter how much you tell them not to try to do that, they never listen. I mean, I understand if you have no time left, but to do it like you have 18 minutes left like chess guy. It's like, dude, what's your object here? What's the object here? To learn something or just try to win on time? I don't know if this is a good move. Alright, are we gonna have any chance to survive this? Another endgame class from Clash Kid. Alright. War Loser just played King G2. It seems strange. He just didn't defend against a threat on D4. This is like lost. Another Clash Kid brilliancy in the endgame. Probably no way to defend that. It's just like a nightmare. I mean, he was like worse probably when the endgame started, or at least not better. Systematically just outplayed me, outplayed me. I can't believe you would intentionally do that sacrifice move 11. I mean, that's crazy, dude. You had to be like clearly worse there. I can guarantee it. I couldn't find the best moves, but I think I have to take this. It looks kind of dangerous, but I don't really have a better idea. All right. We only have 2 games left, 3 games left. Wow. 8 draws. It's kind of like last week. Move 11, it just didn't seem like you had to do something dramatic like that. But you did anyway. I mean, I just wouldn't think that would be necessary there. I mean, I thought your position was okay, but like sacking the piece, I thought you just blundered it. I didn't think that was a sacrifice. It was like a Magnus Carlsen sacrifice against Gawain Jones. There's some problems here. Queen d5 though. Can I play Queen d5? What happened Bishop d3? Wait, Knight e5. So the pawn got a queen. Bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, f4, knight takes d3, f4 takes. Yeah. All right, now I have a little bit of time to think. But World Loser traded. Yeah, that's a pretty big problem. But I can draw. Maybe I can't draw. I think I can draw. Man. d5, bishop takes, bishop c5. I don't know what else to do there. This is like a nightmare Bobby Fischer endgame. Is there any way I'm not losing here? c6 check. Pawn takes. He can also play c6 check, king a6. That looks pretty nasty as well. Oh my god. Okay, this should be a draw against World Loser. I'm relieved because he was more dynamic through most of the game there. Now it's a forced draw. Yeah. We did a ton of draws. I'm sorry it's not more time to play, guys. Wow, d6. He's gonna be 2 pawns up, but he can't make progress. h5. Maybe I should play h5, h4. Well, I see. This is a lot like one of the games from my tournament today. Well, team championship. Okay, World Loser. I'm glad I have enough time to finish this one off. Let's just go back to the other game. This is our... Wait, we only have 2 games left, right? Let World Loser think for a while. He's got 7 minutes. The game against Move 11 hurt me the most. I just instinctively think I was better there, not worse. I think I was better. World Loser has the moral victory of being up 2 pawns with 0 chance of winning. I don't know if Clash Kid is winning. He's always the last game, though, and he will be again today. Like, what is the chance of that? Like, literally 8 out of the last 40 simuls, Clash Kid has been, like, the last player. What are the statistical chances? I'm just suffering. This is pure suffering. Yeah, but he has a reason to play on. I mean, this is just a drawn position. But I'm not angry. World Loser knows this is a draw. He's just having fun being the last player left. At this point, it doesn't bother me. You know, there's no danger I'm going to, like, mess it up and lose. Whoa. Knight takes h2. Bishop, so where does he go? He's a little low on time. Okay. Wow, insta-move. That cuts off my king. So I have to try to stop it with the knight. Okay, World Loser, are we still there? World Loser offers a draw. So it's Clash Kid again. Bishop h3 was played. I have g4 here. I'm up material. I should be better. Pawn up. He was probably winning for sure. I don't know if he's still winning, but he's not worse here. Too complicated to calculate. Guys, the next stream will be tomorrow morning, Monday. Blitz and Rapid Chess. Try not to, like, you know, guys, give him direct hints. It's usually okay to say moves when there's so many games going on, but kind of you give away here, like, key moves. It'll probably affect the result of the game. But this is just a blunder. I mean, I guess he just didn't know how to win, you know? But it looks like it was winning. I'm not sure about it in the final position, but before that, he was obviously, he had to be winning. I mean, obviously not the final position. Even right here, it looks very precarious, but apparently he's not winning. Wow. I'm sure you were winning before, yeah. Looks like a big advantage there. Bishop takes f5, and then what then? What? Knight takes f3. Okay, it's not so simple. It's kind of subtle. King c5. Not that obvious. Okay, it's probably winning somehow. It wasn't easy. I thought it would have been easier, but apparently not. Was my f5 a mistake? Yeah, according to the engine, it was inaccurate, but it looks scary to play king c8 and walk away from my a pawn. But maybe I can, because his pawn can be stopped yet. Not a perfect game, but he was basically on the verge of winning. I mean, this is, even my stockfish isn't sure, but this looks pretty promising. Then he takes here king, not king c6, obviously, but king c5. Then I have to be tricky. g4, bishop takes g4, knight takes h2, bishop e2. My knight is dominated. I mean, I can get my knight out with h5, but I'm not liking this too much. This looks lost. So probably he was winning right there at that point. Okay, not so easy. He had like 2 minutes left. Has to find the right move. In a tournament game, he should definitely find it. But anyway, guys, lots of crazy games. I didn't have enough time, as always. Sorry, Arsenal. I mean, I didn't do that, like drop my queen on prees, since I can remember. That was really silly. We had a silly game there against Arsenal fan where we just gave him a queen. But the game against Move 11 bugged me because I thought I was better here. I mean, this seems like a crazy sacrifice for black to voluntarily do knight to d5. I thought he just lost his mind. It was like a mouse slip or something. That looks really insane. Your pawns aren't that advanced. I guess I didn't even make the right move here. But I mean, a perfectly normal position. There's absolutely no way in the world you should play a move like knight to d5 there. It's probably close to equal. Just play normally. But this is crazy. I was like, what? And I managed to lose here. I was angry with myself for this. But I mean, knight e1 is kind of passive. If I had more time, I might have found a better plan. Something like even rook b1. What's wrong with rook b1? You know, this is just better. Maybe lost for black. The other game we lost against Derndash looked like he played like a genius. I don't know. He should start giving his own simuls because this guy is too tough. Apparently I was okay, but it got to be too complicated with too little time. He played rook a5, and this is like got all these threats with f3 and stuff, and I lost my way here. I played passively knight d2. Didn't know what to do though. It's an enormously difficult position with very little time left. But I backed off with knight d2. This is just like panic, trying to win the pawn on f3, but it's just too easy for him to protect it. Really interesting game there by black. 14 center pawn, not bad. Of course, he has my time and his time to think. What else was interesting? Okay, lots of draws because I ran out of time. What other game was interesting? Arsenal fan was a blunder. Steingrim played well. This game against Jakob was interesting for some degree. Nefedov is like better when he offered a draw, I thought. The computer doesn't agree. Wow. What am I going to do in the final position now? I can just castle into this? I was scared to do this. Wow, I thought I was in trouble here after e5. Nefedov offered a draw. Looks like I have to castle. Allow e5. And I thought that black's king side is pretty scary. Of course, I can knock out this bishop with wow, knight e8 and black is equal according to Stockfish. My computers. Okay, I'm defending g7, but this is, you got to be like Estradios Grivas or something to. You got to write the book on the Queen B6 Sicilian to appreciate this position. It looks extremely difficult for black. You have to be ultra precise. So he offered a draw. I was happy in that game. Well, Hannah unfortunately dropped out after the second move. That's not good. Stoker dropped a rook, had a good normal position for a while. SXPG, this was a terrible time pressure game too. I agreed to a draw here. I just played this insane move, bishop e2. I saw that his queen is almost trapped, but I thought he can go to b4. So apparently I'm like mating him. The clock says 3 minutes, but I had far less than that in reality. I mean, that's how much I had when my clock started running in this position. But by the time I agreed to a draw, or no, when I played bishop e2. Okay, bishop e2, no, bishop e2 was just a blunder. Yeah. It was just hallucination. I thought it was mate. For some reason, I thought this was just immediate mate. I could just win with rook takes h3 check there. Yeah. That was... Stoker played like a god? No, he dropped a rook. He played interestingly though. I think the position was okay for him. This is pretty good for 1400. He's slightly better after like 15 moves. If he was just a little more careful. I didn't like a4 at this point. He's still better here, but he played a4, which looks like a really big waste of time. If he plays anything else, he's like fine. King h1, putting the king on a white square. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm lucky I'm not worse, probably. Something like rook d8. Try to play d5, but I have a very bad bishop. So yeah, he played well overall. But that's about it, guys. Let's see. Jakob had an interesting game. That was a weird opening. There was a guy who did this against me in a blitz game. e3, this is a theoretical novelty, you know, that's never been played. But it almost feels like it's like a prepared pawn sacrifice. This is an important variation. One of black's trendier and better lines. But after bishop e1, it was kind of scary, you know. Maybe I shouldn't even take the pawn on c4. That looks like the proper thing here. So I can just keep him contained without actually taking the pawn on c4. I don't know what I did in the other blitz game when this happened, but white has all sorts of play after d4. This is unclear, you know. I don't know, I was lucky I didn't get busted. I thought that e takes was more natural. He played knight takes d4. And then I'm like comfortable again. It looks like this is okay for me. He could still do this though. Knight takes, b takes, queen a4. Here I thought I had d5. But the engine thinks that white even has tons of compensation here. So, but this whole thing is only dubious, it looks like, because of not taking the pawn, but I can just develop my pieces with something like knight f6. And white's a bit uncomfortable, I guess. So on the Grandmaster level, I don't think that it'll get played, but it isn't a bad idea, you know, to try this with white in like in a blitz scenario. It looks like kind of tricky. I could have easily gone wrong. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess. Thanks all you guys for subscribing. Acerbate, thanks for the support. Arsenal fan, Clash Kid. Bishop takes c4 was a strange choice. You know, I didn't really consider any other choice. I mean, I'm just taking the pawn, but yeah, I don't know, it was a weird moment of feeling like I had to, you know, I had to do something. Like the kind of bind was not going to, you know, remain, but it's actually really difficult for white to do anything. Looks like b3. There I could even I could even play knight e4, but that looks kind of greedy. So I don't know. Maybe just castles. Anyways, it's funny, like, Stockfish doesn't give bishop takes c4 a dubious, but I think it practically deserves a dubious. But here I could have done better not taking on d4 and opening lines. Looks like knight f6. I mean, he could play some sort of d5, but there I have knight b4 coming into d3 sometimes. Even then, it's not clear. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You can check out the replays of the videos on YouTube, Video Chess Training on YouTube. And thanks for the support via PayPal. And again, thanks you guys for watching and playing. Tomorrow, Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess at 10 a.m. Central European Time. I'd like to thank Soltigo for being our moderator today. I'm a little tired, lots of time in the car today, so I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. No Oscars for me. And take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.